Our next guest plays the Jesus on the worldwide television sensation The Chosen. Here's a look.
We have to find Jesus. Tell him. I'll go with you. You don't have to.
To grant us that we, being delivered from the hands of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all our days.
Please welcome back actor, director, producer, and voiceover artist Jonathan Roumie. Thank you so much for joining us on Zoom. Last time, I think you were in-house,
yes,
right?
Yes, yes.
You were here in the city, so we're missing you in person, but we're happy to have you this way.
Great to be back. Thank you.
Congratulations on all of your success. This show has really taken off. And I have to know, how does a casting call happen for Jesus?
You know, I had a little bit of a head start. I did a few short films with Dallas Jenkins, our creator, as Jesus in the 4 years leading up to the creation of the series. So we kind of had a running start and a little bit of a practice run before we actually got the series going.
Yeah, and man, has this series really taken off. So obviously, every role affects a person's life. How has playing Jesus affected your life?
You know, it's a little different walking around in the world now. Even in New York City, of all places, I will get stopped and people want me to take pictures and maybe say a prayer with them or bless them or something. And so it's pretty extraordinary. Just the other night, I was in a restaurant and somebody in the middle of dinner came over to me while I was with some friends and wanted me to kind of step aside and pray with them. And I said, you know, I'd love to, but I'm in the middle of something here, but I will pray for you and please pray for me, you know? It's getting to the next level.
That's got to be really hard for you because you must feel like you always have to be on and playing such a serious character. It's not like you're playing a gangster, you know?
No, yeah, certainly not. I mean, for me, it's always going to be an honor, and it's quite humbling anytime I encounter anybody that is just moved and just knocked out by the show and just so passionate. Because our fans, we've got the best fans in the world. They not only are just fans, but they want to tell you how the show has impacted their life and even changed their life in some extreme situations. I mean, there's been some crazy stuff where somebody was on the verge of suicide and then they happened to get a look at the show, or a friend tried to reach out and had to say, you know, just watch the show. Let's just sit and just hang out. And next thing you know, they're knee deep in it and completely overwhelmed and not wanting to take their life anymore. So the show has been healing for so many people and literally life changing.
Yeah, you know, and like I said, it's become this worldwide sensation and phenomenon, right? I guess, you know, you never know where a show is going to go when you take on the role and when you join a cast, right? But this has really become so huge. Were you surprised by that? Because there's been religious shows before, right? And there's been shows based on the Bible and whatever, and they don't do well. So were you surprised by just how quickly this grew?
Well, you know, I think we kind of subvert the idea of what people think this show is, and we approach it as a historical drama, you know, and it's about this movement and about these people, but the truths that are espoused by Jesus in the show are so revelatory and so fundamentally human and profoundly insightful that you can't help but be affected by it. And so you always hope that there will be a level of success for any kind of project as an actor that you're involved with. But when it gets to this level and to see the kinds of success and the kinds of impact it's had on the culture, that just kind of blows your mind and exceeds all expectations.
Okay, we can't let you go without talking about season 4. Tell us what's in store.
So, beginning September 1st on CW, season 4 basically puts Jesus much deeper into the radical nature of his message, and his followers is struggling to keep up and to really understand their role in his ministry and what message he's trying to bring to them, and then the radical nature of his impending sacrifice on the cross, and they're struggling, and it starts to become a little frustrating for Jesus that they're just not getting it, you know. And he's running out of time, as we know, because the cross is just around the corner.
I know we got to get you to another interview that you have to do. This T-shirt line, just give it a quick shout out. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, JonathanRoumie.com. I have a T-shirt that basically I wore at a conference, and it just kind of went viral. And it's about essentially what it means to believe in the Eucharist as the true body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ. And people seem to be loving it. So
there you go.
I'm so grateful to have another conversation starter aside from The Chosen.
All right, Jonathan, thank you for making the time for us this morning. And you can watch the season premiere of
Really
The Chosen
appreciate it, guys.
Of course, Sunday, September 1st, 8 p.m. right here on PIX11. So